What is the key to moving up in the cartel?
Be loyal and don't say no.
Could you be in danger?
Yes.
Do they send sicarios still?
Yes, I know people.
Has any of your coke ever been intercepted by the Contras? How much?
The last time is like 100. I got the plug for Colombia.
The man you are about to meet is an active, high-ranking member of the Sinaloa Cartel. For this interview, we referred to him as El Diablo. El Diablo is a cocaine distributor for the MAYO's faction of the Sinaloa Cartel and has been trafficking drugs for them for over 30 years, since he was a teenager. He oversees a smuggling network that moves 500 kilos a month, every month, from Cali, Colombia, up through Central America and Mexico, before finally crossing the border into the United States. In this episode, he sits down with me to explain exactly how this process works. This is something I've been chasing after since I started doing this podcast. A ranking member of a Mexican cartel who is active. Not somebody who worked 30 years ago, somebody who can explain to me how things actually work now, today. After months of negotiation, El Diablo finally agreed to speak with me because, after surviving 3 decades in the most violent business on earth, he and his crew are preparing to leave the game. That is one of the rarest achievements in the drug world. Let's hope they make it out. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get more authentic than this. The Sinaloa Cartel's very own El Diablo, right here on The Connect with Johnny Mitchell. El Diablo, this is a big one, you guys. Like, subscribe, and comment. And before we get going, just a quick footnote about this guy. I met him through my friend Tommy G. Many of you have probably seen Tommy's channel before. He's a big YouTuber, and he had El Diablo on one of his episodes a few months back, and I reached out to him, and he put us in touch. And there was a big vetting process that went on. We spoke to his contacts in Colombia. We spoke to somebody who vouched for Diablo in Mexico. So I assure you, he is the real deal. And some of you are probably asking, well, why would this guy who's still active in the game on such a high level want to sit down with me? Because this guy makes way more money every month than I could pay him for an interview. Why would he want to put himself at risk and be all over the internet? And you know, it's a great question. I think probably it's therapy for him. You know, being in the drug game for 30 years like El Diablo has is traumatizing. And you have to bottle everything up and you live in the shadows. And I think because he is getting ready to make the jump and get out of the game, get out of this life, I think he felt like he wanted to leave something behind to put his message out there. So he was a great guy. This is a great interview. And yeah, enjoy. El Diablo.
Diablo, thank you for being here.
Gracias por invitarme.
Of course. You've been in the game now over 30 years.
Yes.
You got into it when you were 14 years old, and you've stayed out of prison. You've never caught a case, which is remarkable. Tell us how you got started in the drug business.
Empecé a los 14 más o menos con mi familia todos andan, they in the business, my family.
¿Y de qué parte de México son?
De Sinaloa.
Okay.
Pero yo soy nacido en California, nací en Los Ángeles, criado en Tijuana.
That's right. But you are part of the Cartel de Sinaloa.
Sí.
You were raised in the Cartel de Sinaloa.
Sí, en la Mayiza.
And in those days, La Mayiza, now in those days when you got started, was the cartel still split between those that were loyal to Chapo and those that were loyal to MAYO? Was it still like that?
Yes.
Okay. And how does a 14-year-old get in?
For my father, he sells some stuff and I look at what do they do. I want to do it. And I started. One of my uncles at that time, they passed drugs for the border in Mexicali. They do it by, at that time we moved to Mexicali. Actually, we live in San Luis, pero I need to go to Mexicali and drive for the sand dunes when I start in the business. And I'm the one getting inside in a you know, las torres de la luz, the towers.
Yeah.
And when there's electricity, and I stay with a night vision and the radio watching, and I need to cut the wires to trucks to get in. That's when I got 14. I helped my uncle.
Wow. So you would be at the border fence.
Yes, I get inside for for las dunas. They say the sand dunes.
Right.
And a motorcycle. Cut el cerco, you know, the 3 wires.
Yeah, the circuit.
Cut it, open it, and they come in a 4x4 with the load. Get inside. I need a closet and erase the tire prints.
Wow.
That's my function when I young.
Wow.
And I stay on the top of the towers with the night vision.
Right. Wait, when you say towers, which towers?
De los postes de electricidad.
Oh, okay. So
You know, the electricity,
the electrical poles.
towers.
Yep.
Yeah. I need to stay on the top. And that's where I start. And I start doing a lot of stuff, driving when I grow up. And my grandpa got a friend, and his son stayed really close to El MAYO. Okay. And is what I started doing. They asked me for a favor. I live in LA. Hey, can you give me a ride? And I started working. I start liking the money.
Right.
And I'm here.
And you're como mula? You drove the work?
Yeah, llegué a manejar. I'm driving.
Did you ever cross the border?
Yes.
Did you go through the checkpoints?
Yes.
Wow.
Twice.
What were you driving?
And that time it's a white Shadow. The Dodge Shadow, the little cars.
Yeah.
With heroin.
Okay. How much heroin?
I think it's like 7 kilos.
Wow.
And I crossed the border. I crossed the border in Mexicali. I crossed the border.
Did you have any help? Did you have the guards? Did they know you, or was it just
No.
it just
make
good luck?
La bendición and let's go.
Yeah.
Si tú te llevas y te pana, you get in front of the border patrol, and you start like coughing, like, oh, you're tired. They look, you're nervous, and they put you in secondary.
Right.
Arrive, and what the you need to know how can the car, because people, sometimes they find a driver, and they don't know how can turn the lights, how can turn the car.
Right.
And they look something suspicious and put you inside to check you. And if you got something, they find that you f***ed up.
Right.
I do it like for the border 3 times. And I started doing for the next checkpoint. Inside in San Diego to LA, I'm driving a lot of times.
Yeah.
And that's how I started. When I stay in LA, leaving when I'm married, somebody called me, need a favor. He's an old friend of my grandpa. He said I can help his son. And I go pick it up because somebody broke his house. And I started do the business with them.
Right.
Get in touch, and that's when I know people.
So you are as much American. You've been in America way longer than you've been in Mexico now.
No. I live a lot of time in Mexico, but the thing is, when I married so young. I married when I got 16.
Okay. So what is the difference? What is the key to moving up in the cartel?
The key?
What do you have to have, you know?
Be loyal, do the things right, and don't say no, because if you say no, they don't want you.
Right.
But you stay with the right person, you got a good position.
Right.
But you need to be loyal. That's the first thing. And every work, you don't got loyalty, you're a piece of trash.
Mm-hmm. Now, you've got customers now, 30 plus years later, you're in your 40s. You have customers all over the U.S.
Yes, most of the states.
People picking up 20, 30, 40, 50 kilos from you at a time.
Yeah.
How did you make those contacts?
I made it for one friend of mine in LA. He passed away. Somebody killed him. So a black dude. He gave me I sell weed to him, and somebody come on and started knowing me. Hey, what's up, Diablo? What's up, Diablo? And I start talking with them. And when he's died, most of the customers, they know where I live and the place I stay, because we got a business. And they come in and they asking for him. And I say, hey, he passed away. Hey, I want to keep him business. And we start doing business. It's actually 2-3 guys. And he say, hey, my cousin is in another state. He needs some stuff. And that's what I start getting. Actually, my customers, everyone is related.
Really?
Yeah, almost everyone.
And you deal mostly with black guys, right?
Yes.
Tell us where those markets are, where they're located.
Atlanta and Philly, Boston, and New York. I got in California.
What about Ohio?
I got in Ohio, but the main one's in Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of drugs get moved there.
A lot of drugs.
And how fast can one of these teams get rid of 30 kilos?
They can put 30 kilos in 1 week, sometimes in the same day.
And your coke is good.
Pure.
You told me like when it comes through, you don't chop it at all. You don't step on it.
No, because if I try to do it for get more money, I can do it and step on it, but I keep more time with the product in my hands. Mm-hmm. You come with something good, you sell it for a decent amount of, and you got the customers. They happy because that's a real. Mm. Somebody tell you it's 100% pure, it's a lie. It's 98, 96. I got the plug for Colombia.
So you're getting it. It's 100 when you're dealing with you.
Yeah, it's not 100% because it's a lie. It's 98%.
Right. Well, because they have to. No coke is 100%.
No.
They have to lock it up with chemicals. How long have you been working with these distributors that you have?
2003.
Seriously?
Yeah, actually one is retired. If the one I left for less time is like 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing because I always think, well, you're going to get caught eventually. But these are like professional drug dealers.
This is one of the points. You don't stay flashy. You don't stay, go to the clubs and spend money like stupid, throwing money in the titty bars. Nobody put your eyes on you because you need to think like a cop for don't get caught. And this, my circle, everybody is family. Mm-hmm. They work with cousins, right. Brother-in-law, and they don't snitching on his brother or snitching on his nephew. Right. You know. So
none of your customers have ever gotten caught and then turned around and told on you.
The ones get caught, they serve the time and quiet.
And they don't say your name.
No.
Wow, that's amazing.
And another good point there, my customers is from Africa.
No. Wow. That's wild. Where are you getting Coke's very cheap right now in the US.
Yes.
Tell us the different prices. Like what can you sell to your customers in Baltimore for versus say Atlanta or Boston?
Atlanta is cheap because there's a lot of dope over there. You can sell it by $13.5, $14. LA, 11, 300. Mm-hmm. I get it cheaper, but that's the prices is running right now. New York, 15, Boston, 16, 15.5.
Right. And how do you know? Because you're basically setting the price. You're the first one to receive it. You own the Coke all the way from Colombia.
Yes.
How do you know? Did they let you know, like, hey, Coke, there's so much Coke right now in Baltimore, I need it cheaper? Is that how you determine how much you're able to charge?
Yes. And I fix the numbers. And we talk with my partners because I'm lying to you if I tell you I'm only do this by myself because no one can do it. I got a friend do the logistic. I do the money, move the money. Mm-hmm. I got a friend, he go to Colombia with my guy, and my Colombian guy is my partner. That's the thing. If I buy 100 kilos, he put 100 kilos. But and my crew is not only me. It's not like 2-3 more guys. Okay,
so you have your own team.
Yes.
And those are Mexicans. That's family, more or less.
And my African guy. Okay. He's deported. He stay in another country right now, but he stay involved.
He stays involved
to take care with his friends, with his families.
Okay. So, tell us about Colombia. Mm-hmm. How long did it take you to make the Colombian connect?
When I I got a problem in LA, and what the guy say he's the one he know the people.
Okay.
The brother of the guy with the guy I work right now. His brother is in jail, but my friend got a problem and say talk to him, and we start talking, and my guy say, I need to stop because I got a lot of heat on me. We start working with them, mi compadre. The guy working, he go to his place in Mexico. He run to Mexico City and they killed him.
Whoa.
When he killed him, I got the plug.
Now you got the plug. So now what you need to do is move all this cocaine through Mexico. Who do you have to ask permission to? And who do you need? Do you need to bring the MAYOs, your team, to get involved?
One of my friends, I know from my compadre, the one is killed him. He got related to the family, MAYO's family, and I started working together.
Okay.
And everybody got his cut. Se le llama cuando eres independiente. Independent,
right?
By your.
So he tried to go independent, and they killed him.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to. There's all these different drug traffickers moving product through Mexico, but you have to use whichever cartel is controlling the territory that you're moving the product through.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not only my job because there's a lot of people involved, because you can't handle it. I got the plug for Colombia, but I'm the one got the customers. That's my role.
Right.
And I do my position right here. I use by the phone. Sometimes I don't see my friend in 2-3 months. I don't need to see it. Why?
Right.
You know what I wish someone would have explained to me earlier? Well, so many things. But one is about credit. Credit. Oh my God. Credit isn't about being rich. It's about being trusted. It's very true. I remember being younger and getting denied for stuff I knew I could afford just because of a number. That's right. I didn't have good credit till like a couple of weeks ago. That's why I want to tell you about Ava. You guys know Ava. I sing Ava's praise because they make it so easy to build up your credit score. It's unbelievable. Ava is a credit building app that's designed to work fast and help your credit score where it really matters. So your credit score can start climbing with almost zero effort. Here's how it works. Ava reports all of your on-time payments, whether that's your rent, your car note, your credit cards, to all of the major credit bureaus. They make it incredibly easy to improve your credit score fast. Most people see a major improvement within just 30 days. And if you don't have any credit and you just need to start building some, Ava can get you approved for an Ava credit card in 5 minutes with up to a $2,500 credit limit with no credit check. You guys, there's nothing to lose. Go get that. Take control of your credit today. Download the Ava app. That's AVA. And when you join using my promo code CONNECT20, that's CONNECT20, you'll get 20% off your first year. Monthly or annually, it's your choice. Again, grab the Ava app and use promo code CONNECT20 so they know you heard it from me, and you'll get 20% off any plan for up to a year. That's promo code CONNECT20. Thanks, Ava. Now go and get yourself some good credit.
So your friend is the one who handles all the logistics in Mexico.
Yes. And
Gotcha.
another one to Colombia to Mexico.
So I know you're legit because you were on Tommy G's show, and in order to prove to him who you were, you had your plug in Colombia make a brick with Tommy G stamped into it.
No, it's like this. Look, when my friend introduced me to Tommy G, he say he needs somebody for make the commentary.
Yeah.
And I say, hey man, but it's risky. Come on, make me a favor. I give you my word. And he's my friend, my friend, the guy. Okay, let's go. When I start talking to Tommy, he don't believe me. He's saying, I'm a guy. And I get mad like, oh yeah, you think that like me? Okay, get a piece of paper, make a drawing, haz un dibujo. And he make a dibujo. And that one is on November 14th. He make the drawing, el dibujito lo hizo. Y le dije, mándamelo. And lo mandó. 1 week, 2 weeks. The Thanksgiving Day, I call him. Tommy, I need to talk to you. And he don't want to answer. I call it. I say, hey, man, I'm with the family. I'm in Baja. Stay in Baja. I need to talk to you. I got something for you. Let me get inside the room. I say, I got something for you. And he don't believe me. When I show the video of my guy sending from Colombia, the drug he make is in the kitchen with almost 8 or 10 200-gallon. They mix in Coke and like 50 kilos in the oven with they put the paper and say, hey, November 27, 2025. And he say, what the why you do that?
Huh.
Because you don't believe me.
Well, you just showed me a video of that whole kitchen. Microwaves, heating up bricks of Coke, them with the big vats, stirring it.
Yeah, but the thing is, people sometimes don't believe because you can get it in the internet. Because there's a lot of channels like Telegram and the people lying. That's what I asked him, Tommy. You want to believe me? Send me a drawing. And he say, today is 14th of
November.
November and blah, blah, blah. I don't believe he do this, but that's my plug. But when he see it 2 weeks before.
Just in case, I want the people to know you're official. So you're Colombians, you made the plug with them. They're part of the guerrilla.
Mm-hmm.
The guerrilla, the FARC or the ELN,
Mm-hmm.
they're the cartels in Colombia. They're ex-guerrilla fighters.
Yes.
And they're from the Cali region,
Yes.
the Valle de Cauca.
Valle Cauca.
How much coke can they produce out of a single lab, say in a month?
2 toneladas, 2 tons.
2 tons, so about 4,000 kilos.
No, it's 2,000 kilos.
Oh, that's
Because
right. A ton is 1,000. Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
And how often do you have other sources, or do you pretty much just try to stick with them?
But now with them, because the war in Mexico, I try to work with them because we got a good crew. It's not envidiosos. We split the money by the right. It's not only me. I know it's because everybody got his part in the team. Everybody makes some money. I try to grow up.
Right. But you got the customers.
Yes.
So you keep the bulk of it.
Yes.
So what's an average load from Colombia look like? How many birds?
Right here, I can put you like a half a ton each month.
500.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. What is the route right now? Do they switch the routes up, or do you guys stick with one route?
Yes, we switch it sometimes, and the way, because sometimes it's by the ground, sometimes it's in the air.
But it's got to stop through Mexico.
Yes.
You guys don't do DHL or anything like that?
Yes, but I do for other places. I try to change my way to U.S. right now.
Okay. So you send DHL to where? Do you have other countries where you send work to?
Yeah.
Where?
New Zealand, los canguros.
The kangaroos.
Yeah.
Wow. So you get much more for a kilo over there.
Yes, and ahorita USA is tough.
There's so much coke here.
And everywhere. Because the war in Mexico, they affect the marketing.
Well, how though? I thought the war in Mexico would hurt the drug business, but it doesn't seem like it has.
Yes, because you got something, and actually in the past, something is like teniendo una guerra, no te afectaba. Al contrario, if you got some product, the price is going up. But now it's going down because everybody got a lot and want to sell it.
Yeah, so that's what's so interesting to me is that the war in Sinaloa, or they just arrested MAYO 2 days ago, but that doesn't seem to affect the drug traffickers. The routes just keep moving.
For now, but you see in a couple of weeks, it's a fake.
How do you think MAYO's death will affect the coke price? Do you think your routes will be screwed up?
With his customers, they're getting hard because they're fighting for who's staying in his position right now.
Right.
Because he's dead. He's up, That's what everyone tried to, and all the states they make, ¿cómo se dice? Disturbios, que se dice. Todo el desmadre que hicieron.
Yeah, of course.
It's because when they caught it, they tried to like do the same stuff del Culiacanazo con el oído, soltarlo. That's what the government killed him. It doesn't make sense. You analyze it, that happens. They killed him because they need to return it alive.
But do you want the price of coke to go up a little bit? Wouldn't that be good for you?
Yes.
So you kind of want that's the crazy thing about the drug business is that your price kind of stays the same in Colombia. You can't really get it cheaper than what do you pay for a brick in Colombia? $1,300?
$1,300. The expensive is $1,500.
Right. So that's $1.50 a gram, people, by the way, just if you want to know how cheap that is. So you can't really get that any cheaper. So you have your price locked in. You just need the price. You need other people's work to get up. So there's less of it. So you can put a couple more points on your kilos.
Yes, but if I do that, and it is by this way. I get 50 kilos, and I step on it. I make 60 because I put a little bit. I put 2 ounces in each key. They don't feel it because the coke is good. They make more heat to get the stuff, rebuild it, do all the work when you can sell it right away and clean your hands. You don't stay with heat waiting for the other load coming.
Totally.
And for me, don't work like put a step.
But my
on it.
point, do you see the point I'm making? Like we always hear, like we take out the kingpin, we arrest this kingpin, we arrest MAYO, we arrest Chapo, we kill Mencho. It doesn't affect drug trafficking at all.
Never, because this is the next one and next one and next one.
Yeah.
Somebody, your second in charge, doesn't want to take the leadership. If the other partners don't agree, they got a war, inside war, they se piensan una guerra interna entre ellos para ver quién se queda con el puesto. Que es lo que más seguro que va a empezar a pasar ahorita.
Have your routes since the war broke out in Sinaloa between the Mayos and the Chapos?
Sí,
Has any of your coke ever been intercepted by the Contras?
Sí.
By the really?
Sí, se lo roban, la verga.
How much?
The last time is like 75.
Wow.
Then acá adentro también una vez nos robaron un puño de mota y unas libras de glass y eran como 40 kilos de coca también ahí en.
And that's over the war between the Chapos and the
Yes,
Mayos.
because you don't know. The thing is, for the war, so many bad people cross the border because they running, because they want to kill it, and they broke inside, and they know somebody got some work, and they broke in the house and rob you.
Okay, so with this war, why don't you just go move coke through the eastern Mexico, through the Cartel del Golfo, the Cartel del Noroeste? Are you allowed to do that, seeing as you're part of the Mayos?
It is not allowed or not. The thing is, I don't know. I know people, but I don't really trust them. With the people I work, I trust them for years. If I work with somebody else and try to make a deal, and I come in front of him, hey, I got these keys, they taste it, that's fucking good, and I give you a better price of his supplier. His supplier gets, and he buy half a ton each month. And that customer come to me because I give you better price. That motherfucker gets on angry on me, and he's not, no es cualquier pendejo, he's somebody with power because he sells tons of coke. He tried to reach me to do something to me.
So you could be in danger if you go through another supplier
because,
or another cartel.
I got my plug. Yo soy independiente. Yo tengo mi conecta, pues.
Right.
And I need to pay my taxes to the people I know.
Okay. So you're loyal. That makes sense.
Yes.
So could you be in danger? You're here with the mask on. We're changing your voice, your gloves.
Yes.
You could be in danger even in the United States?
Yes, they can send somebody to do something.
Do they send sicarios still?
Yes, I know people, they send guys come in, do the dirty job and go back.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's easy.
In 2026.
Look, this is the way. You stay in Mexico, and now happens a lot because people running from Mexico, and they owe money. Somebody owe you like $500,000, $1 million, and they truck where he at. You say to dudes, hey, I give you $20,000, go get it. He's in USA. Say, can I do it for 10,000 pesos right here? Come, Sometimes people got the visa,
Right.
come to the country legal, do that, and go back. Some people they come in like with the polleros, they cross them for the border.
Right.
You know?
Right. So
And-
they would do it for 10,000 pesos. They kill somebody. That's like $1,000.
Bro, they do it for
Less than that. That's like $500.
They fighting for 10,000 pesos, 20,000 pesos,
Holy
and
shit.
a bunch of coke and a stolen truck.
Right.
That's the dream sell to the you're a cartel member in Mexico.
Right.
You want to be at one of the biggest pieces on the cartel. You need to got customers inside the U.S. or in another country.
Yeah, but that's not what these kids are doing. They're using these sicarios and just
They using
tossing them out.
17 years old,
Yeah.
14 years old people. They risk their life for nothing.
But the routes still move. So is Tijuana, San Diego your main route to bring the
Yes.
coke in?
Yes.
Do you bring it in anywhere else?
Yes. Sometimes for Nogales,
Okay.
just for Nogales.
Okay.
2 or 3 times for Mexicali.
And-
This depends on the 18-wheeler because I send it by 18-wheeler.
Okay. So you use big 18-wheeler trucks. Some people are able to pay guards off. Some people use small little cars and just send a bunch of them. You use the big 18-wheelers.
Yes.
That's your crew. How many people do you have driving for you at any given time?
I can say I got it. My friend know a guy got a company, a truck company. It's the biggest truck company, and he got a bunch of drivers. Wow. And he got a owner operator. ¿Cómo se dice? Mismo que gente, ¿cuánto tú tienes tu trailer? You got your own truck, they hire you.
Yeah, they're like independent contractors.
Independent contractors.
Right. Who just use his trucks.
Yes.
Okay. And so it's a rotation.
Yes.
Guys, knickknacks. Learn about it, look at it. I don't step to the mic without one of these bad boys working its way through my veins. Knickknack, a family-owned company manufacturing in the USA, making what they call nicotine perfected. These are fully dissolvable nicotine lozenges. They call them lip bricks. Just 6 premium ingredients. That's it. Flip it over. You can actually read what's in it. These are all natural. No smoke, no pouch, no hidden junk. Made with real essential oils for real flavor, and they come in 3 milligram and 6 milligram strengths. Just perfect for me. It's simple. Raise the standard. Reject the slop. Go to knickknack.com/Johnny, JOHNNY, and use code Johnny for 20% off, or use the store locator to find knickknacks near you. You guys, these are the future. If you guys love tobacco, if you have to have a clean tobacco product in your mouth, go with the mints. Knickknack is disrupting the market. Knickknack, crush your vice. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
And you were saying that it's not only Mexicans who do the driving.
They got an old lady. She's the best.
She's never got busted with a load.
No, she got a bunch of years. And actually, that lady worked with the uncle, one of my friends, like a bunch of years ago. She's amazing. She's old. She got like in the 60s.
And how much are these drivers paid? And how much do they bring in at a time usually? How many kilos do you feel comfortable packing in at once?
We put in examples. 50 kilos, 1,300 for the trip, for each kilo. We're talking about
$65,000.
$65,000. You're the truck owner. You say, okay, I give you 20 to the driver, and I keep 45. So if you're the driver, you keep all the money.
Right. Wow.
That's the best. And the cartel, that's the best position. Be the logistic guy.
To own the trucks.
Yes.
Because you're not the one driving it. You're just the one who owns it, and you're assigning people.
Or you got the plug with the logistic. You know why?
Right.
Because you don't give a if the load is not good, the coke is not good. You do your job. You put the stuff in Atlanta, in Florida, Los Angeles. You put the stuff over there. They pay you. That's it.
But it's better to be the truck owner because you don't even have to. You got somebody else driving it. I don't even have to drive it. So the people who own the truck get $45,000.
Yes, and this is what happens when you're the owner of the truck. You can say, I don't know maybe the driver put the stuff inside, and you claim the truck, and they give it to you back, or the driver say, I don't know who put the load.
Right.
I just am a driver.
Right.
They throw the hot potato.
Right. And do they have so say you've got a load of coke. Tell us some of the places in Mexico where the coke gets ready, the coke arrives for the drivers to then go down and pick it up and head to the border. What are some of the places?
This is the logistic people. They say, hey, actually all the time we got it in Tijuana, and that border or Nogales. And my guy called me, hey, están en los arbolitos.
It's in the
Los
trees.
arbolitos, they call it for the Nogales. It's a tree. En los árboles ahí están. Vamos a darle, ¿cómo le vamos a hacer? No, porque ahí le entreguen. They give it to the guy, to the truck driver. He put the load inside the truck. Mm-hmm. They fix it, they put the load, they come inside, stop in Phoenix, or they come in straight up to the city I need it. Because right now the apps, like the truck stop, for put an example, it's like the Uber or the 18-wheelers. You get a load in Mexico, something, you can get it in Mexico, in Durango, in any place. If you got stuff in that place, if you get a load, go straight up to New York to get it. They make all the round.
Right. And so when they go up to the border, they have their whole itinerary laid out. So they look completely legit.
It's legit.
It is legit. It's just carrying some work.
And the logistic team, what did they do? They buy fake paperwork and give you the original one because they need to take stuff for make the heavy come right and put in my case happens sometimes. We need to rental a box truck, get some load of the 18-wheeler. Mm-hmm. And put the right amount of weight for make the same paperwork. Put the fake seal. The driver coming. When they arrive, they change the load. Put the load I got in the box truck, and take the stuff and put the original seal.
It's so complicated.
It's not complicated.
But I mean, it takes a lot of people. It takes quite a few people to make this all happen.
But that's why you pay that money, because that's why they charge you $1,500 for a kilo to move it. Right. And they pay with his money to the people.
But the drivers always know that the trucks are dirty, right?
Yes.
They kind of have to.
Yes.
So if an average load from Colombia is, say it's 600 kilos, you buy 300, they front you 300, right?
We need to pay the 25%.
So it costs about 25%. Once it's all said and done, al fin de cuentas, cuando it arrives to you, you've paid 25% of 600 kilos.
Yes, I like.
So that's like $300,000.
And I like pay with product. It's better pay with product.
Right.
A lot of people do it, like Mauricio Castelo, a bunch of big bosses. Mm-hmm. The logistic is the best of the cartel.
They say the guy might take over for Mencho with the Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generación, El Yogurt. Mm-hmm. Yogurt. They say he's a logistics guy. He's a logistics wizard. He's great at it. That's where the money is.
Yes.
And on your end, you're doing pretty well too.
Yes.
Do you think your position's the riskiest, though, being the distributor, being the one who gives it to all of the dealers?
Yes, because I got all the responsibility in the U.S. They stay over there. They can go get it, but they outside. They can hide it. They got money. They pay for hiding.
How do you so you said 300 kilos gets fronted to you. How do you get that money back to the Colombians?
Do by cryptocurrency. We do it by wire transfers. But we need to do it they call it espejo, the mirror. With it. It's some Asian, Arabian guys. They do, they send the money by wires to Casa de Cambio in Mexico.
Right.
They stay in Mexico. They send the money to Colombia because they don't send you the money. My people don't send the money straight up to Colombia.
Right.
They do Mexico, Colombia.
Okay, so you bring how much is an average amount of money? We call it re-up money. How much is an average re-up money that you have to get back to the Colombians? Take us through how that money makes it from, say you pick it up in LA. How does it make it all the way to Cali, Colombia?
Depends, because with my partner, we go half and half. That's what I get the coke cheap.
So how much money?
We can send $1 million, $2 million. I send it. I don't send it all together. We send. If my guy got the money ready for 20, I send that money. The other guys got money ready for 50, I send that money.
Okay, so take us through it. You got $200,000. Make it easy.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get that money from LA to Cali?
I call my friend. He's a Asian guy. He give me a bill. They call him espejo. They say, hey, I got 200,000. They pick it up Monday to Friday because it's when the banks is open for the wires, all the kind of stuff. I give it to them. They come and pick it up. They give me the dollar bill. I got the series. That dollar bill, when you give the money, is the value of $200,000, $1 bill, because that's your receipt.
Right.
They put the money in LA or they put the money in Mexico.
Do you know how they wash it? How they get it from the United States to Mexico? Like, how do they get it into their own banks? I wonder.
The thing, the Asian people, they got a bunch of people right here. They everybody got a business. What they do, they keep the money right here. It's like an example. We put the money in Boston. The guy go pick it up the money in Boston. They holding it, and they got the money in LA, or maybe he got the money in Mexico, and they give you the other money. And that money, little by little, they put it in bank accounts, pay this and that. They send it by a product.
That's an old, I believe they call it, that is Persian accounting, they call it. So if I want to buy a house with drug money in Colombia for $400,000, I bring it to a Colombian in the U.S. who has $400,000 in his bank account in Colombia, and we just pass it off like that. So money never has to cross borders, is what you're saying. Ah, I see.
And they keep that money.
Right. Okay. So they have your Chinese money launderers own businesses in Mexico.
Yes.
Which is how they transfer. So say you got to get 250 G's to Colombia. You go bring it to your Chinese guy in LA. He lets his brother, who owns a check cashing place in Tijuana, know it's ready. And then they wire transfer it to Colombia?
Yes. They make the wire transfer, or they got somebody to pick it up. They do the same way from Mexico to Colombia. This is...
That's fascinating.
That's fascinating.
So do you think they have Chinese guys in Colombia?
Maybe. Or Arabian guys.
Because I feel like wiring that much money, even in a third world country like Colombia, to go bank to bank, that would be sketchy, right? Sospechoso, no?
Oh, bro. Believe me, they move a bunch of money. They do it with properties.
Right.
We do it in cash. They do it by crypto.
Do you think tell us about that. Are drug traffickers now using Bitcoin?
Yes. It's untrustable, you know?
Right. Can you have you talked to your Colombian plugs? Could you pay them directly with Bitcoin, do you think? You think they would accept that?
They call it wallet. This is different. But they need to do it in Mexico.
Oh, then it's not Bitcoin then.
But no, they do in Bitcoin too.
But I'm saying you could send Bitcoin right now to Colombia like this. Boop.
Oh,
if you had their...
If I got my account, I send it to him, but I don't use my account to do that.
Right. Oh, because you would still need to get the drug money into your bank account and onto the exchange. I see.
Because on the end of the day, you got a mistake and you f***ed up.
So you try to keep as little cash in your own bank accounts as possible.
Hell yeah. Why I need to be flashy?
Do you have front businesses? Do you have legit businesses in America?
Yep.
Okay.
And I work.
What do you do?
I can say what I do, but I work. I work, and I got my 8 hours working.
Home Depot.
And yeah, I need to work.
Right.
Because if I be like, look, you want to get caught, do this. Don't work. Stay party every day. Go to the titty
bar.
Titty bar. Got some bitches, throw money, make videos and social media.
You got some bitches, my friend. You're a handsome kid. I've seen you under that mask.
Yeah.
Tú eres un poquito guapo.
Pero hermano,
Rotonda, pero guapo.
but I love my wife.
Of course.
I do. In my past, I'm a piece of shit. I stay with a bunch of bitches. Now, maybe because I'm older, but now I love my wife. I love my daughters. I want to stay with them.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to stay involved in something that affect my freedom and my family's safety.
Right.
If you want to be caught, do this. The thing I told you, and be flashy. Drive a Mercedes, and these live in an apartment, and you got a X5, you got a Mercedes, you got a BMWs outside the houses, driving a fancy cars, and you live in an apartment or live in a trailer.
Yeah. But it's still wild, you know, flashy drug dealers, drug dealers who aren't flashy still get caught all the time. So what you're doing is kind of exceptional. Do you know a lot of guys like you, guys that have been working with the cartel?
You see one of my partners, you think the guy, because they got legal business too, you don't give you $1 for them. You see it as a regular person.
Just like a regular working class
Yeah.
guy. Wow.
Me. And if I go to the store, and the place I live, I need to drive like 40 minutes to go to the store if I want to go buy something. I drive 40 minutes walking. I don't want nobody see me in my town spending money. I don't want. You'll never see me drinking. I do it in my past. When I live in LA, I do it.
Fellas, let's be real. It's just us talking right now. ED, erectile dysfunction, that messes with your head. Yeah, I know. Long before I was a coxman, if you will, I had erectile dysfunction. And I'm a little bit older than many of you, a little long in the tooth now. So I remember the days I lived in society before HIMS. The truth is, ED is way more common than people think, and it's way easier to deal with now. God, you gotta get HIMS. Oh, this is just the best company on earth. Go get your ED medicine, get medicine for your hair, get your Ozempic shots, get your cholesterol pills. You can get all of that at HIMS, and you'll get approved in like 60 seconds. It's a guarantee, okay? It's that easy. You go online, you tell them that your prick sucks, you haven't been hard since Reagan, and bam, within 5 business days, I know because I've done it, I do it. A package will be delivered discreetly to your front door. No more of this awkward waiting room stuff. HIMS connects you with licensed providers 100% online, real medical professionals, real treatment options on your terms. They offer access to ED treatment options ranging from personalized products to trusted generics that cost up to 95% less than brand names. To get simple online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, hair loss, weight loss, and so much more, visit hims.com/connect. That's hims.com/connect for your free online visit. hims.com/connect. What are you waiting for, fellas? You waiting to get younger? That's what I thought. Go to hims.com and use my promo code. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription is required. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information. Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan.
You live in the Midwest now. I won't say what state, but why did you choose that state?
Because
Low key. There are cells, we'll call them cells. They're different crews like you, connected to the cartel, part of the cartel. I would argue you're independent, but you have your loyalties, you have your connections with the cartel. You're connected with the MAYOs, so that's who you are. Can you tell us the different regions where there's the most cartel cells in the United States?
everywhere.
Really?
I can.
Aquí en Austin también?
Bro, everywhere. Texas is the borders, bro. Mm-hmm. Right here in Texas, if you don't got a dealer, a cartel member, he's undercover. That's the way. But if you point Chicago, You point Indiana, Ohio, Maryland, Virginia, Kentucky, California, Nevada. They got drugs. Somebody's affiliated to a cartel. But right here say, USA is not cartels. Because they don't say, and the shirt, Cartel de Nebraska. But they work for Los Mayos. They work for Los Chapos. They got from Menchos. He's a cartel member. He's a part of the cartel.
Right.
¿Cómo se dice? Fincado en el estado de Nebraska.
Right.
En el estado de Nevada. En el estado de Idaho. Así es. Son parte de un cartel. Somos parte.
And you would never switch sides.
No.
You work for the boss now of the Mayos is Mayito Flaco.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. We all know this is not, I'm not talking shit, but we all know that the biggest bosses in Mexico are all rats, right? That's how this whole war started, was they all were ratting on each other. How do you feel about that?
Te voy a decir lo que me acabas de contestar. Todos somos unos mitoteros. Everybody, I am snitches. Because now I am snitching about the business.
Right.
Quieras o no.
Yeah, okay. But you yourself have not ratted, or have you ratted to get yourself out of trouble?
No. I don't need to point nobody. The thing is, I'm over with my business now. I'm sick. I need to quit. But I like you. Somebody introduced me to you. You know.
Stay on this though. So you're working for an organization that handed over Chapo, right? It was one of Mayo's sons, not Mayito Flaco, but I can't remember his name, the handsome one.
Yeah.
The one who lived in Mexico City. He's the one who testified at Chapo's trial, helped put him away.
Everybody's a snitch.
Right. And the Chapos turned on the Mayos. We know that they set up Mayo to get kidnapped.
Mini league,
Right.
Everybody talking.
Right.
Hey, bro, I know people stay in jail. I know friends. They got 43 years. And another cartel bosses, they get 20 years. And another guy, because he got caught with 200 pounds of meth, they got the time. But they sing like Pavarotti.
What?
They sing, they cantan. They start talking shit about everyone. But if you say something about them, they kill you. That's what I cover my mask.
Right.
Because they know I tell the truth. Because you got the power to kill somebody, but tú puedes mitotear. Tú puedes ponerle el dedo a todo el mundo.
We have a saying in English, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, but it only works one way with the cartels.
Yes.
We can do it, but you guys can't do it.
No, you need to shut up and get the time.
Right.
And I got family, and I got kids. That's the other people say it.
Right.
And that's when this snitching.
Right.
It's a tree of snitching.
But do you think that the Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generación, do you think they have less snitches and that's the reason they became so strong? Or is it the same with every cartel?
It's with every cartel, bro.
It's part of the game.
It's part of the game. You need to put somebody to start alive.
Do you think Mencho was working with the government this whole time?
Yes.
What happened with that? Do you think he was like a CIA asset?
Maybe. This is the point. Why ¿Por qué duraron tanto tiempo para agarrarlo? Why they wait a lot of time to get it?
Well, because
they know where they at. They stay in the in los palenques. They can get it, but they don't get it because the government don't want it. Now they got the finger at the ass. They need to put something.
right.
It.
Yeah.
You're next, bro.
So knowing that, you still have your loyalty to this organization that you know will give up people, but they're not going to give up you. You're their customer. You're the one who's moving all the product.
Yeah, I pay my taxes with them.
Right.
That's it.
What kind of taxes? When you say tax, what does that mean?
The 25%.
Right. So they need you. They need as many guys like you as possible.
Yeah, that's what the kingpin do. you think El Chapo, El MAYO stay, hey, how many kilos we put it? They do it. But they don't do it with all the people. It's a world of people. The thing is, we know some guy, he's related to them. They talk to them to give you the green light to do whatever I want to do.
Right.
If something happens, it's like they called me in one of his places. I call, hey, they got my load. Let me make a call. Hey, te van a dejar ir ahorita, pero tenemos que dar esto y esto. They return their word.
Right.
But if not, you do it by your own. Hey, somebody caught 300 kilos. Take it. Why you don't pay me?
Right.
When the problem is coming.
Right. So they're essentially like their own government.
Yes.
That's what I think after many years of studying and doing this show, the cartel, these big organizations are just mini governments who through violence and bribery control the police, the federales, the border guards, sometimes the military, and all they do is collect tax from all those connections they have to let the drugs pass through. Is that?
And right now, what do? The word is, está la guerra bien fuerte, van y roban a las personas que trabajan honradamente.
Right.
They go get the money.
With normal people, yeah.
Extortion. Then you need to pay me. You sell tacos. You sell 10,000 pesos. You need to give me 4,000 pesos. And they work for free for you.
Yeah.
Because you need got money for help in the war. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Would you ever snitch on one of them?
No, I never caught it.
You've never been caught with any product.
No.
That's unbelievable. In 35 years, practically. But do you think knowing that all the bosses snitch and become rats, I'm just asking as a theoretical, would you still have loyalty would you give them up to help yourself?
Yes. This is right. You think, put it like this way. You stay involved in business. Okay? You make a deal with the government. They know you know me. And say, I let you go. I don't put in jail your kids. I don't put in jail your wife. I don't put in jail your brother's mother. I give you some protection, but give me the information. Just give me a little information about him. Mm-hmm. What do? Be honest to me.
Depends who they want.
No.
It depends how much time I'm facing.
We make an example, me and you.
Yeah.
Be honest, because
I'm going to be honest. If I was working for an organization whose all of the bosses have ratted on other people, and I was facing life or a lot of time, yeah, I would consider giving some information.
You got the answer for all the audience right now. You got the answer. But everybody say, "Dom, cover his face and this and that." When you steal, tú estás en un caso, you steal in a case, you remember me and say, he's right. When you get some time for people who don't give a fuck about your family, I don't snitch on nobody because I never get caught. But I be honest to you, that's hard to say no.
Of course it is.
Bro, you lose everything for they don't give a fuck about you.
But who do you know? But you also have to have that information, right? Like I assume you would never give up your friends, the people in Colombia, the people you've worked with, your partners. That's a different thing. To me, that's unforgivable, is turning on people that you love. But how connected in the actual MAYO organization are you? Have you been down there? Have you rubbed shoulders with the Sons?
I can show you videos.
So do they know who you are?
They don't know I'm the one that stayed with the mask.
Of course not. But they know who their distributors, even from the throne that they sit on, do they know who the people are really moving the work?
Yeah. They don't got time to stay in. The people I know for sure they don't got time for staying watching a podcast. He's hiding.
Right.
He's in the mountains.
Is that where they are right now?
Yeah, they're hiding.
Going to war.
Yeah.
So why have you only stuck with cocaine? Why not Cristal. Seems like a less of a headache.
I do it. I don't like it. I do it. Fentanyl. I don't like it. It's too much damage. Too much damage to the world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say I'm an angel, but I think that's de esa madre es otro pedo. Es un desmadre el que estás haciendo.
Right. Well, you know, but
Mucha calentura.
of course, and it's hot.
And I don't got customers for that.
I was just going to ask you. So you work with black guys. Black guys aren't moving the meth, right? They're not moving.
No, they got people move meth, but they like it more. The black guys like weed, coke.
Right. At what point did you transition from marijuana to cocaine in your career? Can you take us through the timeline of that?
Yes, because the Mexican weed, they stopped selling it. Remember?
Of course.
Because in the 2005, 2007, the Mexican weed is the one buy tons of weed. I sell a tons of that shit.
Really?
Yes. And now the weed is legal. Everybody got it. Actually, the people sell heroin, black heroin, the black mud. They don't got customers because the fentanyl come and screw everything for them.
Right. Do you think that's changing a little bit? Do you think the fentanyl, let me ask you this, because you don't sell a lot of fentanyl. You have, but you try not to. Overdose deaths are down this year. Like the fentanyl overdoses, the deaths, they spiked, they got super high, and now they're coming down. Do you think that dealers are having a harder time getting chemicals from China? Do you think less people are selling it? Why do you think that is?
They afraid because what they say, they charge you like terrorism. If they catch you, they know they don't play games. They come and get you.
So you think less people are trafficking it?
Man.
Do you think less people are, do you think it's weaker though too? I've heard the batches are weaker.
Yep.
Interesting. So law enforcement does work to an extent.
And the new drug is coming. I don't remember the name. Something stronger of the fentanyl. I don't know you hear about it.
Trank?
Trank is the ketamine, straight up. You know that one is for the horses.
No, that
Silaxina and all the kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's ketamine. Trank is like a mix of is that a mix of ketamine and
ketamine, silaxine sometimes, and fentanyl.
Yeah, that's bad news. That's bad news bears.
And they do the fucking pills like Skittles, bro. That's what I don't work with that shit.
The fentanyl pills?
You see, they do the pills like candies. A kid get it and eat it and die. You start killing kids, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not an angel. I'm not say, oh, I want to be the god of the narcos. No, I do bad things. I'm tired of this. That's what I quit.
Right.
Because now I stay in the position, I'm done. Just I finish a couple of compromisos que tengo.
Wow.
Y a la verga todo ya estuvo.
What do you think, how many loads of coke lifetime? I mean, how much coke do you think you push?
I can tell you exactly. It's a lie. I got 30 years in the business. It's a bunch of shit.
How much money did you make?
I make a lot and I lose more.
Yeah. That's the usual story, right?
Yes.
What would you make off of, what's your profit after paying the tax, paying you said it was a 9% money laundering charge, money laundering fee?
Not with me. That's with my partners because I keep my money for.
What could you make off of a load after all the expenses of 500 kilos?
If I put right here 200 kilos, I got 150,000, 125,000 paid my people clean to me.
Wow, that's not very much money.
No.
I mean, it's good money. How often could you do that?
Every month.
Okay. All right. Now it's a little different. So it's about $1.5 million a year or so.
Yeah, but you spend more. You spend more. If you lose more money, and you lose the money by a lot of time, lot of for stupid shit. We lost money. We lost product. Sometimes you need a. You start growing up, and te pegan una chinga,
Yeah.
and you need to take for the savings
Right.
to get him.
Because if you lose a load, if you lose 600 bricks,
Yes.
bam, that's 2 months, 3 months worth of money that you have to now cough up again.
Eso es lo que no entienden. Esto es lo que se le llama el dinero fácil. Easy money.
Right. Right.
That- es lo que te dije yo en lo que le dije yo a Tommy G en el otro podcast. Si me está mirando un niño, it's a child or teenager, look at me. He tried to get in this fucking world thinking 1, 2, 3, until 4 times. Because it's more heavy, got a AK to a pencil in the hand. Go to the school, finish the school. This is not right. You're killing people. I'm tired of this shit. When I see all the snitching, all the people, they be traitors talking to you in your back, I say, I'm done. I need to wait 30 years to see how the people is fake.
Wow. It took you that long.
To see, because I'm a greedy, blind ass.
Well, when you're making money that fast, it's
Yeah.
easy to look the other way, you know?
Yeah,
None of your kids are involved?
no.
Good. Good. So how do you exit the business then? Do you owe?
The
Are you
thing is-
allowed to tell the Mayos, hey, I'm not going to be
I don't
moving
need to
product
tell
anymore?
to them because my friend is the one got the plug, you know.
That's right.
And I just tell it, I'm done because I'm sick. Can't handle it no more.
Right.
I'm done. My liver is up. I'm done. They asking me, what the is going on, Diablo? I'm done.
So they could tell, they know that, oh, hey, Diablo's not moving work right now.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Bro, you produce 2-3 millions and you stop, they start thinking he got to with another crew.
So are you worried about that? Like,
No, because my friends know I'm done, and I give you my plug from Colombia to the guy. And if you want to keep in doing it, but I'm done. One of my African guys say I'm stopped too. That's it, because he say if I keep in going in the business, and they called me, they related to me, and I drag you to the jail too. If you stop, we need to stop everybody.
so, but yeah, how does that work? You're right. Because if you retire now and say you're the guy from Baltimore who you've sold thousands of kilos to over the years, if they get popped 2 years from now, they can come back and say they could tell it all. Are you worried about that?
Hell yeah, every day.
Are you going to talk to them and try to convince all of your dealers to retire?
Nah, but they say that because when I tell it I'm sick, I show the paper where they say it's time to. One of my friends say, "Hey, I don't got enough money." Well, you need to invest your money and do something legit.
What will you do with your Colombian connect? Who are you going to give that to?
He said he think I got another plug. He say the last time. Actually, I got a call with him today. Your friend here, I talked with him. He say what happens, what's going on.
Where you been? Yeah.
I'm done.
You're not going to give him to somebody else?
I tell him he can start doing it with my friend, but he say he don't want to do it because he sounds weird for him. I don't want to make money and give you the phone or the connection to somebody else. And he say, come on, let's talk in person. And I say, I can go because maybe you want to kill me if I go over there for your safety.
Right. So then what about your partner in Mexico, the one who handles logistics?
He understand it. And actually, he's the one that started to quit because he stay in the middle of the war.
Right. Now he's really in danger because he's in Mexico in the middle of all this.
Yeah, he want to go live in another country.
You think he's going to leave?
Yeah, he changed his family right now to another country.
Wow. And you think he'll probably retire too?
Yes.
That's amazing. So you guys really have been together for decades.
Yeah.
You guys are like a family that's getting ready to walk away more or less clean. I mean, maybe you don't have any money, but that's your own fault. You gambled. You got too many kids, but you're going to walk away from the business without being arrested. Let me
tell you something.
That doesn't happen.
Let me tell you something. Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's okay.
You see my crew, because one time we stay everything together and a funeral, and everybody stay there. You say, that do landscaping or something. Either way, the black guys.
Yeah, they're the janitors, and the Mexicans are.
One of the guys helped me. He worked for me. He looks like he's the boss. He don't got position. Well, he got his position, but he's not the guy that people think he's are.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and guys think he's the kingpin.
Wow.
You see, when you stay with my people together.
And how old are these people in your crew? The people dealing for you? They must be like.
I want the youngest one. I got 47. The other one's got one. I got one with 52, 55.
Right, like these are boomers almost. These are old. You guys are like aging. Yeah. Those are the ones who really do it. The old school cats.
Actually, when I I come in to do this. So, I stay watching you say something. I go kill with my own hands.
Don't kill the messenger. Okay, don't shoot me.
No, I don't put nothing. I don't say lies. I say what it is. If your audience don't believe me, because in this world, everybody say, "Nah, he's a liar." I know what's going on. I can prove. You know, I prove you.
Yeah,
I'm legit. And then your audience say he's a liar. I can prove.
Wow.
And I see some videos. Real videos, real dates.
Well, Diablo, congratulations, and thank you for coming to bless us, man.
Thank you, because you're the
connect.
The connect, and for the youngest people, believe me, don't get involved in this shit. If one of your friends say, do this, don't do it. He's not your friend, because he want to put you in jail. Friends don't put friends in jails, because my team, everybody stay right.
All right, well, we're going to switch over and we're going to do part 2, because I know you got some more stories. You've been watching The Connect with Diablo. We'll see you next time. Peace out.